So, Dr. Hojjatie, when you talked about the two engineering programs, the REP and then our new bachelor's degree program, what factors should the student consider when they're trying to decide which one of those is the best one?
Very good question, Ryan. In fact, interestingly, these two majors are not really competing with each other, these two degree program, and they are completely different.
Sure.
And for the REPP program, I still consider that our greatest strength is the link with Georgia Tech. And we have many students that they like to have a degree from Georgia Tech, which is really internationally recognized program, and they want to go to majors that are not available even in any other schools in Georgia, like, for instance, aerospace engineering, chemical engineering, biomedical engineering. These majors are only unique to Georgia Tech. And with respect to your questions, I think students need to improve their knowledge about these programs during first year. First year is basically general for all majors, and doesn't matter students want to transfer or they want to stay in Valdosta, they take the same classes. But during this first year, I think they can make their decision whether they want to go more toward management, whether they want to be a generalist, or they want to choose the traditional majors like mechanical, electrical, computer engineering, civil engineering. In that case, they choose REPP, or if they want to have a mixture of business and they don't want really to get into design so much, and they don't really need so much of mathematics like differential equations, like calculus 3 or linear algebra, but they just need to take some statistics related to business, and they have a kind of multidisciplinary background, they can choose based on that. And I really like to mention to you that many international students, for instance, we get many, during this pandemic, this has slowed down, but they come to us only with the objective in mind that they want to have a degree in Georgia Tech. So we are still very serious about our REPP program, and I think we guide them all regarding their decision. And I like to add that we have many successful students that they have graduated from like Georgia Tech. And in fact, last week, I had this engineering night, and you are aware of that, that I invited 10 speakers, and many of them from local industries. And in fact, one of my former students that in fact was underrepresented student, that he was with me about 12 years ago, and then he transferred to Georgia Tech, got his bachelor and then PhD degree in mechanical engineering. Then he transferred to industry, and after working about a year or so in industry, now he is a postdoc at UCLA. And he was the distinguished speaker at this engineering night that I had. And I think that is really telling you something about the type of students that we get. Some students, they get admission from Georgia Tech, but they prefer to come to a small school like us, because the first 2 years, they like to have environment like VSU, beautiful campus of VSU. So the decision that the students make is either they already have their mind, set for some traditional majors, or they just don't know. Many of them, they don't really have a good idea what they want to do, but we give them 1 year, 1.5 years, and we work with them, we mentor them, and the advisor really help them to make their decision. And for each person is different.
Sure. And, Dr. Hojjatie, you talk a little bit about, students, especially with, and again, I want to remind our students that are watching us, we have two different options when it comes to engineering. It's this engineering transfer program, which is designed to get students through the basics, get their core level classes, those sort of things, but it's designed to help them be successful at another school, such as Georgia Tech, but other schools that may have that as well. But that's really where we're getting our students prepared for. And I know you've said this to me before, if, students could go other places, but our goal is, for Georgia Tech, which, as you said, is a very internationally recognized school. And then the other option is that new bachelor's degree in engineering technology that we offer. But talking specifically about that transfer program, how long does it typically take students to do that? Is it they do 2 years with us and then they're ready to go? What does that usually look like in terms of time?
Yes, it all depends. Ryan, the program is designed for students to start with calculus. When they enter VSU, they take calculus and then take physics 1, and then take required science classes each semester, and take 15 credit hours every semester, and maybe take advantage of summer classes that we have available to them, and in that case they can finish in 2 years. But I think is fine is really the first 2 years of engineering or the first 2 years of college is for students to learn a lot of things, not just academic.
Sure.
And I don't think students really should put a lot of pressure on themselves, to take all their math requirements and science requirements every semester. And if they like to have a little fun, for instance, this student that I mentioned, this student that was presenting to us from UCLA, first year he was a football player. And I asked him if he became champion and made us to be a title town. Then he said that no, he was really upset because we became champion the second year, when he decided that he wanted to really do more studying than playing football. So to me, really, it depends on the person. Sometimes, students want to just focus and finish college in 4 years, which is, I think, is really nice because it's good for the economy, good for the financial being of the students and their family. It's wonderful to finish in 4 years.